Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and I'm a flight attendant with a major US airline. And for the last 2 months, I have been at home because I got injured on the job. I got injured on the job back at the end of August, 3 days before my birthday. Do you hear my dog is crying? 3 days before my birthday, I got injured during a bout of turbulence as I was flying from Miami to Belize City, Belize.
The flight was about halfway to its destination when passengers say things took a sudden turn for the worse. The seatbelt sign came on abruptly as the plane entered a cloud. Moments later, it dropped several feet and tilted to the side. Overhead bins flew open and glassware in the first-class cabin hit the ceiling and shattered. One passenger described the scene as chaotic and terrifying.
Yes, I was absolutely afraid for my life. I was like, this is it. And that's one of my worst fears, is dying in a plane crash. And so I was just like, it scared me so much that, like, I couldn't stand up.
Another passenger was in the bathroom at the time, suffered a head injury when he was thrown against the door. Several passengers were injured by flying objects or from being thrown against the cabin walls and the ceiling. None of the flight attendants were seated when the turbulence hit. Tragically, this resulted in serious injuries. One flight attendant sustained a compound fracture with a bone visible through her skin.
So what happened, I think the food tray cart, what I believe happened, I think I heard somebody say this, excuse me, hit her leg, and some people said her leg was broke. The lady that was sitting beside of me, her husband was an EMT, and I know he went up to tend to her, and I'm pretty sure they took her to the back of the plane, because they said at the back of the plane there were 6 injured people. Well, and then they said, we will not be given any service. We just went through extreme turbulence. We have glass and a mess all over the plane, and we have injured people in the back of the plane, and there will not be any service. Everybody just needs to keep their seatbelt on for the remainder of the flight. And I think they said it was 30 minutes.
In total, Airlines confirms that 3 flight attendants were taken to the local hospital for observation, and 1 passenger was treated for minor injuries at the airport.
Belizean airport manager also confirmed that the injuries sustained during that incident were not deemed life-threatening. The plane was scheduled to take off and return back to Miami Friday afternoon, but it has been grounded. Passengers that were supposed to be on that flight have been rebooked on a flight for Saturday, and they are staying in local hotels.
We hit, I don't know. We were just finishing service and the airplane it felt like it dropped. Like if you've ever ridden the Tower of Terror at Walt Disney World or the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in California Adventure, it just dropped. And so when the airplane dropped, I went airborne, my cart went airborne. It was like that moment happened so fast, but as I was living in that moment, it was like in slow motion. It was like I was weightless in space. I remember my head was near the top of the aircraft roof, and my cart was eye level at the top of the aircraft roof. The plane dropped, and then it tilted to the left, and then my cart crashed to the ground. I crashed on top of it. There were cans everywhere. There was hot water pitchers, coffee pitchers everywhere. It was a mess. I looked down the aisle in main cabin because the other 2 flight attendants were finishing service. It was a disaster. One was on the ground holding herself down. The other one had buckled herself in a seat. They had wedged a cart in between two rows of passenger seats, and the passengers were just helping keeping them down. It was not fun. It caught me off guard. It was scary. I had absolutely no control in that situation. So when we landed in Belize, we were taken to the hospital in Belize. We were escorted there by someone, a representative in the airport in Belize. She was so kind. She was so wonderful. She got us to the hospital, and the hospital staff in the hospital was just amazing. We all had, I think all of us had CAT scans done, MRIs done, x-rays. I had no broken bones, but I was banged up so bad. But I did not feel the pain immediately. Like I kind of felt like this side, which I'll show you a picture of what the most awful part my injury was. Like I felt that pain starting to come on. So I went to the bathroom after I got everything cleaned up, and once we landed and the passengers were off, I took down my pantyhose to have a look, and I could see bruises starting to form, and it was starting to hurt a little bit. But the funny thing was I got like a lot of pain in my neck, and I got very nauseous, like I wanted to puke. And I believe that was the adrenaline that kicked in. But we all sustained some kind of injury on that. And so I've been home for 2.5 months, going and seeing doctors, going to physical therapy and getting better. And I'll tell you, I was a little bit afraid to come back to work. I had like a little bit of fear in me that never existed before. I'd never experienced that kind of turbulence. But tomorrow is my first day back. Tomorrow's the 19th. I start a trip tomorrow, a 3-day trip. And yeah, I'm excited. So tonight I am going to pack, get my suitcase ready, and kind of just go down the list, remind myself of everything that I need to pack. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me the last 2 months. Yeah, but tomorrow I'm back to it. So come with me on tomorrow's adventure, starting today. I'll pack and get ready for tomorrow's adventure, which takes me on a 3-day trip where I will have a 25-hour layover in Sacramento.
I hear the beat, it's in my chest, got me feeling some kind of way. I confess the rhythm takes over, no room to rest. My heart's dancing, it's a love conquest. Oh.
So just like that, with the magic of editing, I am now here in Miami, ready to begin my trip in about an hour. So an hour from now, I will be flying to Dallas, and then Dallas to Sacramento, where I have a 25-hour layover. So I am like a kid on the first day of school. I'm so happy to be back today. I really am.
The melody, it's smooth and sweet, like honey dripping from a golden bee. It's the soundtrack to my soul's heat, making me move from my head to my feet. My heartbeat, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby, that I found when the music plays. I just can't help but sway, nothing else matters. It's my heart.
Okay, my safety checks are done in the second aircraft, and we are just getting ready to board passengers. Did you hear that? Boarding.
Lost in the sound, my worries fade. Every note, every chord, a serenade with each beat of the drum. My spirit's unchained in the symphony of love. I am unafraid, yeah, it's pumping so loud. It's the rhythm of love, baby, that I found.
Okay, I made it to my hotel room. It is 8:28 California time, so that means it is, I don't know what time it is in Miami. Are we 2 hours or 3 hours different? I don't know. I'm feeling tired because I'm used to being in Florida for the last 2.5 months. But it was my first day back to work, and I survived. But it's like the universe just threw turbulence at me all day. So it was like we flew through this massive storm on the way from Florida to Dallas. Then we flew Dallas up to Sacramento, and we didn't go through any storms, but the captain mentioned something about wind, and it was pretty much bumpy the entire time. I definitely was taking my seat so much more often and buckling up my seatbelt. I'm glad the universe threw some turbulence at me because it sort of made me conquer that little bit of fear that I had, you know, like my mom said, just get back out there and do it. She said, it's like someone that gets in a car accident, they're usually afraid to drive afterwards, but you just have to get behind the wheel again. So I got in the plane again, and I love my job. And I was just reminded of it, like this 2.5 month break, even though I didn't want it per se, like I wasn't looking for it. It was good, like for my mental health, to just have that break, to just be able to sleep in or stay up late or just take care of me, you know? And so I am grateful for that. And now I'm just so reinvigorated. I love my job. I'm so happy that I am still a flight attendant and that, yeah, I'm just happy about it. So let's see, did anything interesting happen today? Other than the turbulence, not that I could think of, the day felt very long and tiring for me because I haven't worked in a while. My work day was like 10 hours, a little bit longer than that, only because I started out early. I woke up at 5 a.m. to commute into Miami. My flight was supposed to leave at 8, but it was actually delayed a little bit. So I started my work day when I woke up at 5 a.m. to get ready, and now it is 8:30 p.m. California time, and I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I'm like a little bit wound up just because I just stopped working. So I think I'm just going to relax, chill, and watch a little bit of TV just to unwind. And then tomorrow I get to sleep in. Tomorrow night we leave. We have to report downstairs at 9:10 p.m. And then it's just one flight tomorrow. It's from Sacramento to Miami, and we arrive in Miami in the 7 o'clock a.m. hour. So that's not too bad. I am trying to back up another trip to this, so what I'm trying to pull off is when I land in Miami tomorrow or the next morning, this is a 25-hour layover. When I land in Miami that morning, I'm trying to pick up another trip that starts, another 3-day trip. So I end a 3-day trip and start a 3-day trip on the same day. I hope I can pull it off and just kind of be smart with the way I'm working hours, but we shall see. I think that's it. I'll show you a little bit of this pretty view of Sacramento. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and it is cold here. It's like 49 degrees out, and I lost my winter coat, so I have to order a new one. I left it on an airplane. I should check Lost and Found first before I spend over $100 on a new coat. But it is cold outside, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain. The view is beautiful, but that's it. Like nothing really too exciting went, other than I had a really good day and I was reminded how much I love my job. That's about it. But yeah, I'll show you what this view looks like, and then I'll leave you here, and I will say I know I've been gone for a while. Like I said, some stuff happened, and now I'm just, you know, I think I'll get back to making videos, and I'm not going to promise how often. I want to do them often. I feel like reinvigorated with this job. So, and I'm naturally a creative person, and that's really why I make the videos, just for me to like tap into my creativity a little bit. But enough of that. I'm just rambling. I'm waffling. So this is like a little cubby. I'm trying to crawl back here to show you this, but I have like a table in the way and a chair in the way, and the blinds are down, but I'll see if I can get this opened and we'll have a look together. What a nice view. It's cold. I feel the cold coming off of this window. And there's the train. Hello, Sacramento, California, the state capital. All right, bye-bye. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And to see new videos, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Always happy to hear from you. All right, until next time. Bye, guys.